Did you know that there are certain words that stick in a man's mind long after you say them? Psychology research shows that these five phrases tap into the very way men are wired, and they hit their deep needs for validation, respect, desire, and connection. When you use these words intentionally, you can trigger his deep desire and attraction. I'm Jason Silver, the dating coach for ambitious women. Subscribe to my channel to get notified of any future trainings. And let's jump right into these five phrases. Number one, I feel so safe with you. This simple phrase taps into something primal in men, their hero instinct. Men are wired to want to protect and provide. According to the American Psychological Association study back in 2018, men's self-esteem is very closely tied to their sense of competence and usefulness. In fact, brain scan research reveals that when men feel needed, their brains release dopamine, the same reward chemical tied to motivation and pursuit. Just like you may crave emotional security, men crave role security. When you say, I feel so safe with you, you're giving him a silent mission to continue to be a protector. Now, this phrase works because it's not about flattery, it's about identity. You're not just making him feel good, you're making him feel essential. And that's irresistible. Number two, you're so good at that. This phrase unlocks a man's deep-seated need to validate his competence. Men have been socially conditioned to get confidence for our skills and abilities. And a study that was peer-reviewed found that men experience a stronger self-esteem boost from being praised for their abilities more so than women do. So when you say, wow, you're so good at that, with genuine admiration, whether it's about his career, a hobby, or even how he handles a situation, you trigger this dopamine response that's tied to pride and achievement. And neuroscience shows that recognition of skill activates the brain's reward system, reinforcing the behavior and making him associate that positive feeling with you. Now, when you praise a man, watch how his posture shifts. That's his competence being validated. And suddenly, you're the person who sees his value in a way that others don't. Now, this works because it's not just generic flattery, it's specific earned respect. You're not just making him smile, you're making him feel capable. And that's a feeling he'll want to keep coming back to. Number three, I love the way you think. This phrase strikes at a man's deep need to have his intelligence validated. Now, while society often focuses on praising guys for their strength or their success, what they secretly crave is recognition for their brain. A 2020 study found that men who felt intellectually admired by their partners reported higher relationship satisfaction and emotional intimacy. Now, neurologically, this makes sense. When you compliment a man's thought process, you activate the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain tied to identity and self-concept. So unlike superficial praise, this taps into his sense of being understood at a much deeper level. Now, this works so well because it's not about what he does, it's about who he is. You're celebrating his uniqueness. Number four, you're different from other guys. This phrase activates a man's deepest psychological need to stand out amongst his competition. A 2019 Harvard study found that being recognized as unique triggers the brain's reward center with 23% more intensity than a generic compliment. Men are biologically wired to compete for status, and this phrase positions him above the competition without making you seem easily impressed. It implies that you've evaluated other guys and you found him special, creating what psychologists call selective appreciation. By implying that you've seen enough to know average, you make your admiration more valuable to him. Number five, I can't stop thinking about last night. Just doing a simple search on YouTube will show you how obsessed men are with being good in bed. According to a 2022 study in the Journal of Sex Research, men's self-esteem is strongly linked to feeling sexually competent and wanted by their partner. Brain imaging studies show that when men receive sexual appreciation, it triggers this powerful dopamine and testosterone response, fueling both attraction and also emotional connection. Just like humans need emotional security, men need sexual security, the confidence that they can please and satisfy their partner. And when you say, I can't stop thinking about last night, and you're genuinely feeling it, you're giving him the ultimate compliment that he was unforgettable. Now, this phrase works so well because it's not just about the physical act. It's about his identity as a desirable, capable lover. And you're not just making him feel wanted in that moment. you're making him feel irreplaceable. And that creates an addiction that no man can easily walk away from. So now you hold these keys, use these phrases, and just watch how guys respond differently. Deeper conversations, more effort, genuine devotion. Not because you're playing games, but because you're speaking to what he truly craves. Start with one phrase and see what happens. Now, I teach these phrases and more in my Ambitious Attraction Coaching Program. So click the link in the description to learn more about how my one-on-one coaching can help you to attract a high-quality partner. I'll see you over there.